Ta-da! Alright. Boy, it's been a long, long time, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Maybe. Maybe it has been. Anyways. I just want to make sure. I think everything's good. Alright. So, I wanted to get this done months ago, but have been very busy, as you can surmise or guesstimate or fathom. But yeah, anyways, it's a busy week for me this week. I got Warframe update, Game Awards this year, yay! Get your votes in. I think you still have some time before the 12th. And yeah, I just wanted to. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so let's just get to it. It is rather unfortunate, the case of this kit. You know what's funny? I was looking for the stream title like earlier today, and I usually Google search, copy paste whatever version of it is available, whatever. But this whole time I've been calling this the Gundam Zeta Mark II, and it doesn't even say Gundam anywhere on the wiki or even on the box. I just realized, which is crazy. But yeah, for most of the community, I'm sure this is a rather unknown. Not super unknown, of course. There's way more deep cuts, more niche things. But yeah, this is the Gundam Zeta Mark II, which is funny because there's the Gundam Double Zeta. And if you didn't know, there's also the Double Zeta Mark II as well. But this isn't called the Gundam anywhere on the box or anywhere that I saw it. I mean, it sort of officially probably would be, because what's it based off of? Unless it's the refined Gundam Zeta, which you think they would put that in the title, but no. That's nowhere to be seen, though it is heavily implied, so that's what we're going with. That's what we've been going with. So I'm just gonna get my stuff started here again. I have the image over there, but it's a little bit scrunched up. You know how I like to transform and change the images. And this is, of course, a super old kit before we even had any English. So I'll just show you in the manual here. There's the mobile suit mode, and then technically, is it an armor form? I'm trying to remember what the word is. Mobile armor form. Although, for the Zeta kits, it was always considered a Wave Rider form. I think that's also the case with the Double Zeta. So, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, this is an unfortunate case of parts forming, where there is no smooth transformation sequence like we saw with the Arios, and I think that's the only. Oh yeah, and the Airmaster, which are flawless transforming Gundams that you don't need to take out any of the parts for. You know, rotating and moving is fine. But yeah, there's a little block core here we're gonna see towards the end of the video that you're supposed to take everything off of and attach onto, because torso or whatever isn't actually part of the transformation at all. It's rather sad that this was the case with a lot of older and original transforming suits. I think there might even be a version of the Zeta that doesn't transform. I think it was 2016 or 2012, the Gundam Build Fighters Lightning Zeta doesn't transform in the kit, but it transforms in the show, because it's a Zeta variant. Although there's not much difference between that one and the other one that I could recall. This one, I remember, is rather unique. It's very blocky in the legs. At least in terms of design. It's not really thick like a Double Zeta. Anyways. I think we stalled for long enough. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. Let's pull out these, because it's nice to help us find parts. And then one of these bags is the legs. Thinking it's this. So I'm going to throw them onto this side. So we're going to build the legs first, against the wishes of the manual, as I always do. And polycap runner here. We're going to use as many as we can. Fortunately, it's never all of them. Or rarely is all of them. I was looking for, I'm trying to clean up a bunch of stuff. If you remember, I usually put the Christmas tree in this spot over here. So my boxes and stuff, and bunch of my extra tools are currently unavailable, so I don't have the clip thing. I just have the plug. Usually I would have the like the pincer type of thing attachment for my stand, but you know, it's whatever. Impromptu model kit building today. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. There we go. So this is like the foot, I guess. Doesn't really have like standardized toes like you would normally see. So I don't need the separator. I have these, like, as you can see, half put together so I can easily identify the left and right. And I need PC10 and PC1. Yeah, this guy's just not gonna... He's just not gonna make it without the clip or pincer. So PC1. And I said 10, right? 10? And we're gonna need times 2. Okay. So volume levels are okay. They seem to be almost okay. All right. Then another PC1. So 1 goes center base. Okay. I'm not sure what this is gonna do. And the base. Yeah. I've been sitting on what's it called? The Gundam booster box of Double Impact for like almost a month now. I just haven't been able to find any good times to meet up with Andre. He's been available. It's just that, you know, he's available to do other stuff, which I don't really want to do. I don't know. Maybe I'll take him up on his next offer if it ends up being that way, where he has to do something or wants to do something, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll join you. Just so I can get this out of the way, because the next booster box comes out next month. So it's already been like, I don't know what the word is. Like, it's been like a release cycle, and I still haven't opened my box yet. It's where did I put it? It's somewhere in this room, if I remember correctly. I don't remember putting it anywhere else. Yeah. But I was able to get one after the fact. I don't know. I think I did say sometime on camera that I was gonna stay with the card game until 3, but like, I don't know. It's been such a headache to get these Gundam booster boxes and stuff. Although I think people have maybe chilled out since then. Because I am noticing, like, at my locals there was product, like, because they weren't, what were they doing? They said they weren't selling boxes. And now, like a month or so after the release, there's like, yeah, they have boxes because they didn't sell them. So now they're like, oh, I guess we should offload these. Maybe they'll even go on sale. I was, doesn't happen very often for me, but I was very interested in getting a specific card that's like a rare alternate art. Was it Garnold, Ron, and Tifa Adil? That one alternate art where they're eating the ice cream together. Because that's like, oh, okay. That's what's going on here. Because that's like one of my favorite couples in Gundam. They are a great relationship. Also, Gundam Zeta, of course, being still at the time, because I haven't watched much recently. It's probably still my favorite series that I ended up watching. Maybe because of the subtitles forced me to lock in. I don't know. This doesn't quite seem right, does it? Maybe there's no difference between A, B, and C. Is it 1, 2? Trying to... Because that's how I had it before. I'm seeing step 1, step 2. Let me try that again. Let me try this again. There might be... Because I might not have angled this properly. Let me see. Because in here... Okay, so it's like this. I might have to twist that a little bit. It doesn't look right because it's like, it's really hitting the plastic here. And then it's supposed to rotate like up and down. I don't see how that's gonna happen. Is that they're not lined up properly. So if I move this like that, and then put this here, it should slide in better. Okay, there you go. Not sure, it's very little articulation. Arguably not worth the struggle for a sick high heel. And blah 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 blah. Okay. So this was fine the way I had it before. I just have to tweak the angle. Yeah. One of the few Gundams that definitively has like this high heel design. Take it or leave it. I think it's rather stylish. It's a little feminine, but yeah, you can get over it. All right, so that doesn't look like that. That looks. Oh, there we go. And this one. Another 1 and a 3. How many of these do we have? A lot of 1s up in here. What about day 1s? I am trying to beat the clock too, because I think sunset's at 3, but I can already see the light going out. I can never tell if it's like, because like it's not the same everywhere across the, I don't know, city or whatever. Depends on how far like I want to say weather report. I don't know. The weather geologist stuff is. But like, just because it says the sun's going to set, is it like central or like more northern or southern? Because I am at the edge of where I'm at right now. Or that's where I've been. Pretty much live at the edge of the region. So if it says the sun's going to set its thing, it might not be the same for me. I don't know. I don't usually look at or notice stuff like that. Like, oh, it says the sun rises at 3 o'clock. I don't see the sun yet. Or like, what does that even mean, sunrise? Like it's about to start setting and it will be set in like a minute? Or that it's like going to be fully set by then. I'm trying to figure out where this is because it's currently encased in the armor pieces. So it's not, I can't tell if it's upside down or not right now. Oh, here we go. So I could use this to tell me it's upside down based on where the manual wants it to be. Lucky me. And then, so I'll put these together. So that goes like that. That's not how I had it before. So that goes like that. So before I lock it in, I should probably lock it in before, because it doesn't show armor pieces right now. So F2. I don't see it. It's probably for the back skirt. Where, oh, there it is. There's one of them. Where's the second one? Doesn't need anything else. It's not in here, is it? Didn't fall in somewhere. Okay. I'm just gonna skip ahead. And I'm guessing it's gonna go this way, and this is gonna be in the back. Doesn't quite seem right, because then there's nothing covering the front. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking down here and that's what it shows. So it's supposed to be an awkward bend, I guess. Like this. Nope. Hope I didn't knock it out of place just now. I did. I think that's backwards. Oh, no, that is backwards. It's like, let's see here. Oh, yeah, no, it's upside down. Can I, there we go. I got that upside down. So, it's not supposed to be armor on it yet. So I could just plug this in and then do it the kind of opposite way of what it asks. So like, I guess it's like this. Maybe like this, and then it has room to kick out. No, it wants to plug into the back. So I should rotate this to there, and then do it like that. So it's more downward. And then plug it in so that these two pieces line up, which this armor isn't supposed to be on right now. I just did that in advance. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of cool. It's like two lines meeting up. So it looks like that. Okay. Now that did not help me find the other one. Oh, there it is. Underneath this Shogunized armor piece. So we'll just copy that. So this goes into here. And it goes in like this. I think that's what I just did. Sure, why not? I forgot which went where. We're gonna do this. So this goes up here. Should twist it actually. You know, I forgot to check how old this kit is. I'm pretty sure it's I want to say 2015, 2014. It's pretty old by modern design standards. Like, there's a lot they could do to improve this, I imagine. I'm sure it's pretty low on the list of priorities. But I'd love to see a version of this thing that could, like, transform on its own. But it being from, I'm not even sure, I never got to actually look up where this is even from. I assume it's from, like, a manga or something. That looks, that doesn't look quite right. It's because I got the placement, yeah, I got the placement mixed up. So yeah, this should go at the bottom. Unfortunately, not idiot proof. Hate to see it. Did I do it again? There you go. How was this again? It's backwards from what I would assume. Nope, I think that's it. Okay. I'm starting to have different feelings about the dark gray shading, because before I liked it, but now I'm not so sure. I feel like these wingtips should be yellow. Something different. Is that times 2? 2 PC-11s for this little, I guess, like knee joint. Guessing we're almost done the legs. So now we're at the knees. So let me undo these. These are loosely connected. That just fits perfectly in there like an Allen key. Same with this. I think because it didn't differentiate, but I imagine, I'm only seeing, okay, I do have 2 of these. Armor up these knee joints. So it wants to be like this. Top part poking out. There's like a round little peg here. I think it wants to be like this. Is that it? So yeah, like this. That little piece is over here sticking out to this side, the further side of the base. Yep, plug that in together. Oh, did I miss a step? I missed a step, yeah. So I gotta separate these again, use another PC-11. So that's 2 PC-11s for the knee. I think this one's gonna go, yeah. This one goes horizontal, the other one was vertical. And this back into here. Okay. That's 1 piece dropped. Doesn't count. I was gonna say that doesn't count. Nope, got to close it with the thing attached. I'm not gonna do it again. So this thing here, so it should be like this. Would it work if I put it in wrong? I'm guessing not from that reaction. Just want to make sure these are parallel. Yep. I don't think so. It doesn't look right. back, back. Yep, I got it. So we did that, and then another PC1 for the connecting knee joint. Or sorry, for the, I want to say rotator cuff, but that's not the right word. It's like what you call a shoulder. But yeah. And a square hole. That's interesting. It goes into the square hole. So I'm just going to plug this in here so I don't have to find it again. All right. And it's like telling me to put on the armor, but I never took it off. Just right because I stay ready. So I could put these two anywhere I want, because it's pretty neutral. There's nothing else to attach, right? Because these look pretty barren. That's why you have to protect them with this little joint here. It's not a great knee bend, honestly, for a flight type. Not a great knee bend. But then, considering we have this weird foot, it's like, it does hit it like almost a 90 degree. But yeah, the bend in here isn't great, in my opinion. That's just how it is. See, I don't have to put these in backwards, do I? Okay. I guess the square holes for these skirts. Side skirting, huh? It's supposed to, just the regular type of skirt you would normally have on a mobile suit. So just open that up. Dash your hopes to the side. Bring that in. Now, there's not really anything going on in the waist here. It is mostly the armor and the legs, which is probably what you would want in a flight type. Yep, it's all in the waist. Huh, that's weird. Like, the first step here is to make these, and then don't use them until you're done. Like, it's the last step, but it's the first thing to tell you to do. That's weird. So, we're doing the waist. Got a PC-14. I didn't see a 14. No, they went that high. We have a 15 also. So I need 114. And that's going to go in the waist. I'm guessing this is a connection point for the stand. So, let's see here. Does this float in place or does it go in somewhere? It floats in place. See? Yeah, it's gonna. Or, oh no, because I have the little rotator square piece. Or squarish rotating piece. That's probably where it goes. And then. So these two pieces put together, that goes into the butt. And I have, it's telling me to pre-assemble this, so that's this. And then we have a little skirt. So not little skirt. We have the skirting armor here. I pre-separated. The front skirts, yeah, that's what it's called. And then, then I'm supposed to plug this in. So what do I need? I missed this step here. So PC9s for the side skirts that connect to the legs. I have 3 9s. It seems like I'm only going to be using 2. I'm just going to go in like this. It's a little bit rough of a connection. Right? Let's get it this time. Good. And then it's a square hole, but I guess that's just for like visual design purposes. It's cool. Nice like Shogun armor style plates on the legs. That's cool. I kind of wish these went like on the shoulders or something. These are pretty well designed, but for a different purpose than what I would have done with it. So, which way does the square block here go? Oh, it doesn't say. I guess it's perfectly even on all sides. I gotta say, I think outside of Master Grade, of course, these might be the biggest like legs we've seen. Oh shit, that piece got rotated. Fudge. Can I do this from here, or is that gonna damage it? Let's take one. Yeah. It got rotated, unfortunately. You have to undo that again. That's unfortunate. Where's the thing? Here we go. I guess I just put it in wrong because I don't see how it could have rotated. Okay, fixed it. 1, 2. Lift that up just because you like to do that, and then no, put that back on. And from this angle, it kind of looks like a leaning tank. Very bulky. I guess it's kind of like breaching the ground between like the Zeta and the double Zeta in that respect. Yeah. Very tall legs. I think that's like trying to remember how to measure. It's like maybe 4 or something centimeters. It's pretty big. Like 3 inches. It's a rough guesstimate. Alright, now let's go to step 1. Like they tell you to. And we'll start building this thing up. That's torso-y. What are these? It's all accessories. Yep. All accessories. I'm not sure. I have some random pieces in here that I misplaced. Came up. That's on me. New build. That's on me. Oh yeah, we're making great progress. We're gonna totally beat that sunset. We're gonna earn the sunset, as it were. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's so much going on this week. I almost forgot. So, new Warframe update, the old pieces, December 10th. And then the Game Awards is December 12th. And then December 13th is John Cena's farewell match. You know, if you're into wrestling. So yeah, I got a lot going on. Plus Raw, NXT, SmackDown, AEW, TNA, anime, homework, death and taxes. You know how it is. Regular work, not homework. I don't know why I defaulted to homework. Terrible default. Hate it. Oh, another PC too. So these are okay. These are gonna be the arm rotations. What do you call? Is it the rotator? I think it's called the rotator. Rotator something. Rotator cuff. That's what I said earlier. I don't know, man. The trapezius and the gluteus maximus. Gotta take care of those. I'm assuming this is the back of the torso. Could be the front. It's pretty flat. Oh, that's the back, yeah. And just D-O double G. Yeah. I just realized, yeah, this is going to be the final build before Christmas. Gotta start building our whatever tree or whatever. I don't think we're doing a theme this year, but you never know, she might pull out a theme last minute, being like, that was the plan all along. Right. Us and planning. Totally. Yep. PC8. Doesn't seem right. Oh. No, that's not right. Did I just damage it? No, there it is. There's a tiny, tiny little hook up here. I guess because they're supposed to sandwich, that's why it's not holding properly. I didn't miss anything, did I? I almost missed that. Awesome. Put these two together. Front, back, and then I like this. This is going to be used to lock it in place. It's pretty much everything's built, but I do love the whole idea of putting the two things together, then having the third thing lock it in place or whatever. I would prefer two pieces to lock one in place, but you know, it's just how it is. There's a lot of, I'm hoping we get more armor because there's a lot from here to here, although it might be better for some maneuverability. Doing jumping jacks. And we have this. That's the front half of the torso, PC10. There's a back plate. That's interesting. Don't usually have back plates for the torso. Usually just goes straight on. I guess, because this is, I'm pretty sure this is one of the pieces that's going to come off for the parts formation. So it might just be for easy access that they designed it this way. What am I doing here? It just goes straight in. And there's a hole. I think I'm going to do it this way instead. Yeah, that makes more sense. So this fits in perfectly snug here. And then that, upside down, connects to here. Or I could just do this. Make sure I got my bottom and top. I could just do this. Huh. It looks like it goes further, or maybe it's supposed to hover. Because it's not, I would say, locked in. Although it is lined in. Go with that. Yep. I just want to try, let me try this. That's pretty tight. Yeah, it just comes out. But it is pretty tight. I definitely have to hold it from the top. And then these little spoiler plate type backpack. think that's how it's supposed to be. I think it wants me to leave these up, but I like to put them down. Speed lines. And then for the head, all that's done. It doesn't tell me to attach the head. Just build the head and throw it to the side. Silly. Alright, so now we're on to the arms. You don't really need to see it, but I hope you can see some of that stuff over there. So a hand here and a hand there, and I got 2 more in the box. So I guess I only have 4 hands. Actually, I need to see this. So back to here. Take this. You want PC ones. And that's the last of our PC ones. So those are donezo. Shoot. Boom. Okay. So you're probably going to see me again on the 25th when we do the Christmas box opening thing. But don't expect anything special this year. It's probably going to be the most boring year ever. As we slowly get older, we're doing less and less extravagant gift things. Like, I don't even remember what last year was. Yeah, expect like a 30... minus any shenanigans, it'll probably be like a short 30 minutes or something. There's actually not a lot of time to finish getting gifts, which I only need like 1 gift. Yeah. I don't know. That's actually, I don't know if Nat's even going to be able to come over. I would assume, but I'm assuming. Who knows? Maybe we might not even do it this year. We'll have to cancel last minute. Oh no. That's a good question, actually. I should make sure we have our plans set. Because we did Thanksgiving this year, by which I mean it passed this year. And that was it. I didn't even have turkey. I feel so sad in hindsight, but it's not like I freaking marked my calendar or anything. It just happened. I'm trying to remember who did that. Was that a comedy skit or like a whatever was doing a riff on how nobody actually likes turkey? They just eat it for the holiday season because it's on sale or something. Was that a comedian? I don't remember. But no, I'm kind of in agreement with that. I missed my turkey this year, and I didn't miss it. For real. The world keeps spinning. As the saying goes. If you care about it so much, you can go get your Subway Turkey Club. Or whatever that... I swear they made like a sandwich this year with like turkey and stuffing in the sandwich. That does sound gross saying it out loud. Okay. So this here, I don't know what this is. It's like a little cool little rotating piece. Put you here. Put you down here. It's probably for the bottom. Yeah, it is the bottom. I just saw it. 11, 5. What's it? Okay. So these two. Is it 11? No. Is it 11? Do. 11. I do have two 11s, okay. For a second I thought I had 0. Do. I already forget. Okay, so that goes into this. Shouldn't really matter where. And then this goes into exactly as I have it. Maybe not the direction though. So it wants to be like this. Okay, this little piece here. Okay. Something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, I imagine. Do. Oh, okay. So it does actually have to be specifically this way, just because it holds in better as you're assembling it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I could flip it if I wanted to. Doesn't really matter as long as the hand is secure. And then this back, okay, there's a little tiny tab for this tab to tab into. Put that on tab. Tab out. And then, that's a really thin, unprotected connection. But I forgot a piece here, that's why. It's this piece here, I'm not even looking. Is it probably this way or the other way? Maybe the other way. Nope, this way. I don't know, I kind of looked at it before with the amount of gray. Okay, we can go left hand, right hand. Oh, these are loose. I don't like this. Oh, those are two lefts. Give me a hand, please, if you would. Yeah, these are super loose. I have to tighten these. I'm not happy with how loose this is. Not at all. Maybe because I did put it in wrong and it's supposed to be tighter the other way. Anyway, I can just tighten these with after letting some paint or glue dry on them. This one's a little bit tighter. Yeah. What are you gonna do? So these are pretty exposed. And this really restricted the movement. That sucks how much the torso restricts the movement. Because of all this back plating. Just before we had a super 90-degree bend. That's the price you pay for having armor protection. And these, I'm guessing, oh, okay, so I can rotate this and get more articulation. Are these upside down? Because they look kind of silly. Let's see. Yeah, there's actually no more rotation to be gained, unfortunately. So it does go like this. That sucks. I was about to say I put a lot of pressure on that. I kind of wish these sealed in at the back, but they're just hollow. Hmm. This is really, it's good tightness like in the forearm up, but the hands are so loose. So, a lot of swivel. Let's see. So for the head, it's probably just going to be this thing. Where is it? PC6. It just never told me, or I just missed the step where it tells me. PC6. Alright. Pretty obvious, so I'm just going to go with it. And I'm pretty sure there's still more to do with the back, so we can fit those clay bazookas, which I'm not going to riff on like I normally do. I'm sure there's enough of me riffing on the clay bazookas. But if you don't, anyway, clay bazookas are pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's incorrectly. It feels correct. Wow. Huh. That's like the most snug waist to neck ratio I think I've ever seen. Is that correct? Wow. There's like, it's like turtled in. Huh? Is that upside down? It feels like it's upside down the way he turtles in like that. PC6. Is it in the torso? Okay. So, this is the big half or the small half? Okay, I had it in kind of wrong, but like otherwise, yeah, well. They really don't make any necks longer than that, do they? Like, it's literally, if you could see the yellow piece and the head, it's like they're lined up right next to each other. So it looks down a little bit and goes up a little bit, but like, it's pretty much, the head is almost touching the yellow, I don't know what you call it, like the clavicle. I think that's the word. And then, yeah. This guy's kind of like me, where he's just mostly leg. That's, huh. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. And then the torso lines up right here, so there's no crunch. This is, that's incredibly limiting. I thought it would have had more articulation, but thankfully for me, I was always going to keep this in Wave Rider mode anyways. But, yeah, well, first of all, finish the build. And then we'll get all that stuff going. Here it is, your dumbass little core block that's required for the transformation. It's just so lame and terrible. This is, whatchamacallit? It's an old, I guess, Zeta style beam rifle. There's obviously, maybe I'm thinking of the master grade. There's a version of it where like it kind of compacts in and then pops out. I think that's only in the master grade version. There might be a high grade that does that, because that kind of design doesn't seem too far out of the range for something modern. So we'll take these clay bazookas, this, a beam saber. Alright, cool. Throw these over here so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. So, triple thrusters in the back for a backpack, I guess. I need to separate and put in a PC-14 so that it plugs into the backpack and obviously out. Oops. I'm thinking we're going to hit an hour, 20 minutes. I'm perfectly okay with that. So like this. Da 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 da. That's facing outward. I'm not seeing a 1, 2, 3 here. So this has the yellow tip, which I guess is a camera style sensor. And then that's already attached. Or I think. Did I already do this? Yeah, I already did this. Okay. 1, so 1, 2. And then this is the third to lock everything in place. All done. And then these two are just one of them. PC4, 2 PC4s. I'm not sure why it's not saying double, since they'd just be parallel, but it's treating these as 2 separate steps. Oh, there it is. There's a little tab in here. I'm not sure why it wants to swing out. It's clearly, yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just to help lock it in place, which is kind of strange. And then one piece goes in at the bottom. I'm pretty sure they want that to go in after. But I already have mine, so it's whatever. And then 1, 2, and 1. Oh, look. These 2 yellow stickers, they almost line up perfectly. I don't think they're supposed to, but they almost do, which is cool. Same on the other side. I just don't remember doing this from so many months ago. Which is fun. I kind of get to marvel at the same build twice. This, and then the same to lock it in place. So I guess these are like stabilizers. And then there's a backpack piece here. Turn around. This is base up, okay. This little square piece needs to be facing up. That's cool. If you want to be technical with this, it's like a 1 3mm hole connection, which is like the high grade striker packs if you wanted to customize. Although I'm sure you'd have to do more in order to get those to fit, because there's not a whole lot of room for that type of connection. So, nice lock-in sound. Cool. These are kind of cool by themselves. I wish they maybe opened up or had like an attachment piece for like a missile or a beam. That'd be cool. And then this looks like an awkward fit, considering the distance between this back plate or this back booster. Shades of the shield booster from Advance of Zeta. Okay, and that's on an angle. Cool. I don't know, this poor guy looks like a skinny dude under a ton of shogunized armor. Yeah. And then we have the clay bazooka. So I have one built. Oh, and there's of course the other rifle, which I totally forgot it has its own rifle. This big ass looking rifle. Do PC-13. Any more? Nope. PC-13. Okay. Right in here. rotate though. It's kind of stuck. Come on, come on. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's for the handle, not for a plug-in. And I left out the handle. Left out a bunch of parts. Let's see, where are these? I don't see them in here. Those are beam sabers. Missing my handle. Oh. So my two build play bazookas. Two beam sabers, or three beam sabers. So I have no idea where to even put these. I guess it has no beam saber storage. That's annoying. Yeah. I don't see the handle in here, so we're just gonna move on. And, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh no, okay. I was looking at the wrong beam rifle. That's why. That's the handle for this that I'm looking at. And then it's this one, or I have two handles for some reason. Oh. Well, there you go. That's two pieces dropped. We were so close. I don't know if it goes backwards. Nice yellow sticker in there for camera sensor. Paint the cord. Doesn't show it. So yeah, we could plug these all in, but I don't want to do that. Not sure what this one is for. I think it's just an alternate for this. So here's the funny thing I just did. I just left these little tabs from when you cut them out of the runner, and it looks like a secondary handle for stabilizing. I thought that was cool. I'm probably gonna have to cut these off for the transformation. Just obviously cut too much off of one of them for them to look like the same. But you know, just a fun thing to do that I wanted to show. Just showing the hand compatibility and stuff. So here we are at the final stretch. So yeah, before I undo this, how do these connect into the backpack? That's interesting. So there's some exposed... I guess there's supposed to be some exposed piece here, or is that just a standard clip? Oh, that's cool. So this little back piece makes it rest properly. That's nice. But I'm looking for the bazooka clips. Oh! Oh no, never mind. So, it just clips on like that, huh? Not sure I'm getting it. It looks like there should be more left over than what I have left over. I'm not really seeing it. Because there's a little piece in here for it to rest on, but there's not what it's actually telling me to attach it to. That I see left over. Strange. So it's supposed to be, so I can do this. I wonder if that means I attach the, there's no other way to attach it. So it's supposed to be like this. Let's see how that works. Maybe I am supposed to use this little thing up here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Because the way it says in the manual, it's like showing me the ball, which the ball wouldn't be visible if this is attached correctly. So I'm not sure why it would say that. Anyways. And I was trying to put it in, not over, which it currently is over. Yeah, there's no way to rotate it so these things face forward at the enemy. Sage. Help me, my neck is slowly fading into my torso. Something like that. Yeah, its proportions looked a lot longer, like in the torso, from the manual and stuff. In my opinion. I guess it's accurate to scale. Just feels like it would have been longer. Okay. I'm gonna suddenly move the table forward. Okay. So let's do the transformation, and we're probably going to leave it that way for the rest of its life. So you need to evacuate the backpack. Step 1, remove 4 pieces at the same time. How do I do that? Well, obviously, not all at the same time. I didn't know I could do that. That's not what it was intended. Anyways, what was I doing? Let me take off the head too. I might as well take off the head. And we'll touch it like this. There you go. And the 2 arms. I don't think the... Oh no, it is supposed to come off. Okay. The head didn't need to come off because I imagine it doesn't go anywhere else. And then the boosters, the knee plates, the side plates, and the butt. So it's like 2 pieces that go into this. I'm sure you could figure it out on your own if you had to. Okay, then these need to be facing, or can be facing upward. And then for reattachment, it wants me to do the arms first. So where do the arms go? They go underneath here. I have these 2. Or is it these ones on the outside? Okay. On the inside, they fold inward. I'm supposed to... It doesn't say to, but it looks like. Oh no, it says so right here in in step 3 of the transformation. It doesn't show it with like an arrow key, it just says it with like words, which are not translated into English. It matters if it's left or right-handed. Try this with the next hand. So all the way like that. Plug in like this. Does it need to be to the side, or it wants to be bent backwards? I guess to armor the bottom of it. So I have it this way, and then it's also this way. And it doesn't seem to matter. Strange that it doesn't matter. I kind of like it this way because it has the thrusters. So I'm going to do the same here. Yeah, so far parts forming terrible. Hate it. So the torso goes at the front. That looks like a bicycle. You could probably use those new modern other stuff to turn this into a bicycle if you wanted to. It just needs like like 2 wheels or 3 wheels. If you want to make it like a all-terrain ATV here. And then, didn't say 2 before, but it's like a step 5. Step 4 up here is like, hey, the legs exist. Oh my god, you're totally right. So up to here, just this much of the legs is required. And then it wants to go forward. Does it bend or anything? Just folds. Considering the amount of leg articulation, you would assume it does like this. But no, it does. Okay, it's 4 or 5. I'm getting so far ahead of myself. And then it wanted me to, while they were connected, twist these more properly. I didn't twist them, I just pulled them out. So you twist this upward. It's smart to tell you to do that while they're still connected. And I'm guessing these do go here. Okay. As I'm doing this, I'm like, I don't see how they could have done this. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, how do you put the legs, like, it would have to, like, spread open like a, not like a wishbone. It would have to transform basically from the legs up like this, split down the middle, and then go upward. Okay. Maybe they could do this with modern day stuff, but yeah, I don't see how. This is actually a very complicated transformation. Go figure. I suppose they could always just change the way it transforms and not have it do this sort of split in half thing. But yeah. So this can go up into here. Feeds in. Yeah, like it splits down the middle, and then the hands would have to like fold into the side. I think the Master Grade Zeta kind of does that. Yeah, this is basically spreading its legs up to its arms and then folding inward. I could totally see them being able to do this, but maybe not in high grade. That'd be tough. So then the the entire backpack came out, but we don't need the entire backpack. We just need the boosters separately. Although judging, I guess because they wanted more separation, but they could have probably had these all just come out as they are. This goes downward and upward. Oh, that's cool. Oh. It had some rotation, but lost it because it wasn't supposed to. And then, because of how these are forward facing, I'm trying to be careful not to break this like I have in the past. When it comes to these super tight, it's actually probably too tight. I'd probably recommend loosening it if you want it to go between both modes. But me, I'm going to keep this probably in Wave Rider mode for the rest of its life. So these are, okay, these are blocked by this. That's probably why they wanted it like that. It seems like a design error. Okay. So you can get it perfectly lined up to where it wouldn't be catching or shouldn't be catching thrust. But I'm not entirely sold on that idea. I love having all these flaps that you could just like move open and like have it like it's going into landing mode, or it needs these to break, like this right here would like catch it so it can decelerate. This would open, so like, I don't know, you have more venting for heat or something. It's pretty cool. Oh, these move. Cool. More up thrust. There you go, something like that. So for takeoff, or for stabilizing, yeah. I'm having fun with this. Oh yeah, a radiator in the back. I assume that's what it is. And yeah, these pieces here, these seem redundant because all they do is go into here. They're going to protect the arms, which already have some level of shielding already. So yeah, I need to get rid of these. That's a shame because these could have been used for more speed. I guess if you wanted to take liberties with it, you could just not include these underpads and just have the arms exposed with their thrusters. But yeah, it wants to do that. Let's see here. So I have this much space. I could probably still. Yep. This is coming out now. I only have the room to put it back in, do I? Oh yeah, so you can still do this. But anyways. Well, that whole piece is coming out. Okay, so we'll attach these wicked clay bazookas. How am I supposed to attach this? Okay, that's weird. So it just hooks into this. I don't know if I could show you that. Other than it filling up the bottom space here, it's a little bit awkward if you ask me, to have it hook in like this. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I swear there's a way to have both of the guns in at the same time. Oh, there you go. Tiny tab. Tabs in here. That's annoying. It's probably supposed to be an alternate piece to block that up. when it's not in use. That's nice. So this gets, you can do this with the, have them aiming in different directions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cool. It does kind of just look like a flying tank. Or a flying... No, flying tank is accurate. Not as bulky as the Double Zeta or the Phaz, but still pretty cool. Which reminds me, this is a different beast entirely, which is why there's an alternate piece included for attaching it to a stand. And then you get, that is kind of funny, bare bones. Help me, help me. He took all my good parts and my identity, and now I can't put my head in my turtle shell. Help me. That's not a bad base for a custom if you wanted, or if you had any leftover parts like I do. I'm trying to, so where is this? So here's this. I do own one, but I don't have the correct base. I could get mine from my room, but I don't want to do that. So instead we can just do this. Follow the manual here. So which part of the gun is this attaching to? Oh, it's going to cover the part with the hole here. So it wants to be held from the back, huh? It's kind of unusual. And there are 2 plugs right in the block for it. Cool. Just imagine I didn't have these here if you want to. But I like the idea of having a handle grip. So yeah, cool. I like it, yeah. We're going to keep this in Wave Rider mode forever. I can't, yeah, I could see it with the modern day technology we have now, but I think the R&D isn't worth it to figure out how to do it. But yeah, I could see like it would probably have to be master grade because these parts are too small, but like have it split open from the legs, go forward, leave the backpack in place, maybe have like some kind of, I'm trying to like a flip, kind of like a switch inside the torso, so like it flips up like this, like that, kind of locks in to maybe a back part of the legs or something, like a tab. I don't know. I could brainstorm it. Bandai, you want some ideas? I could give you ideas that don't work for the rest of my life. I don't know. They're probably not gonna work. You could, I'm sure there's online programs for like moving models and stuff. But yeah, if you have any cool, crazy ideas for transforming Gundam, you should send those to Bandai. Or maybe if you want to see some of those things that already exist get built on the channel, you can hit me up over here on the Discord. I'm opening to discussions about most things, not everything, of course, if I'm available or whatever. You can talk to me about things on the channel, any LPs or stuff you would like to see in the future. And watch all that stuff live on Twitch. You can hit me up here, hit the bell, comment in the live chat, let me know how things are going. Same on the YouTube, hit a comment section, like and subscribe, get all those notifications whenever I go live, and watch my archived videos and whatnot. Without taking up any more of your time, we got a lot going on before the end of this year, so hopefully you can catch up with me. But until then, keep on dreaming. Poutine, out! Peace.